What's up, guys? So, it's a long time overdue in my opinion, but I finally finished the Super Nintendo soundtracks, and they're available on Mega for downloading. I placed them in a new uploads folder, but I'm going to go ahead and move them to where they belong, and I'm going to do that right now. So you can see they're going to be in the RocketLauncher media under Nintendo. Ooh, I hope that's... There we go. Under Super Nintendo. So now... Oh, there we go. So now you go into Super Nintendo in the download link that I'm going to provide at the bottom. And if you scroll down, you'll see Music Super Nintendo Entertainment System Part 1. And that's going to have these zip files, all these lit up here. And if you've gotten the stuff previously, that's nothing new. That's the old ones. And I think that's like 120 soundtracks or something. But then there's these that I just added. So you got 15 zip files here. And that's all the new stuff. It's 570 something soundtracks. So if you get both, or you have the first part and you pick up the second part now, you should have about 98% of the soundtracks on the system. I think there was about 9 or 10 official games that I couldn't find or couldn't get a hold of. If I find them, just like any other system that I'm missing a few on, I'll add them as a part 3 eventually. Now, the next thing that I'm going to work on here, let me see if I can find it, is some more fades. So these systems right here, you'll see the system names. Those are going to be next. So I'm currently working on those. I've gotten things kind of situated and separated on for each folder. I just have to cut out some artwork and separate the GIFs and the whole deal with making the fades. And in the end, I'll have 9 more to upload. If you don't see one in this folder and one that I haven't already created in the other stuff that's currently uploaded, let me know, because I may not do another bunch of fades for a while. So if you let me know in the comments here any fades that are missing that you are looking for, I'll add them to the list and I'll do them now. If you let me know after the fact, after I've already released them, it may be a while before I add more to it. So I like to do things in a mass amount. I'm more productive that way, rather than doing one and then working on something else and then doing 2 fades and working on something else. I like to get as many as possible that I'm looking to do in one bunch. So like I said, comment under this video and let me know if there's any missing from here or the ones I currently have out, and I will add them to this list and they'll come out with these. As far as the music, the soundtracks go, because I'm trying to push out the soundtracks for a lot of these systems and get that part done, because that's actually the hardest part of the whole thing. And if I can get that done, it'll be pretty much smooth sailing from that point forward. So as far as the soundtracks, next on the list is Genesis. And then after that, I'm going to tackle like GameCube and PlayStation, things like that. So I could tell you right now the toughest ones will probably be Game Boy Advance, simply because there's so many of them. And I also have to catch up on MAME because I added about 600 or 700 new games to my MAME. So that'll be another big soundtrack pack coming out. But once I clear out most of the soundtracks, I mean, I'm not going to sweat doing all of them before I work on other stuff. But once I finish most of them, or the major ones, then I will be making another pack of the wheel art and system art and so on and so forth for these consoles here in the fades. So keep that in mind. If you ask me for a fade that you don't see here and you comment it that you're looking for this particular fade, the rest of the artwork will also get done when I'm done with the soundtracks, or maybe sometime in between. If I feel like taking a break from the soundtracks and working on the other artwork, I'll do it sometime in between. But I won't add a system without doing all of the artwork that it needs for it. So that'll be the system artwork, boxes, carts, CDs, discs, whatever. Some of these might be a little difficult. Obviously, WiiWare wouldn't have system artwork. I really don't know how I go about that unless I doubled up the Wii. Same thing for Virtual Console. Unless I doubled up the Wii system artwork, which seems redundant, but we'll see how I go about that. PSP minis, also no carts or anything. No carts for WiiWare and Virtual Console. So it's going to be a little bit experimental with these to see what I can do to fill out artwork and things like that. But that's included in the artwork. So once the soundtracks are done and I've caught up on fades and artwork, then I'll start working on the videos and maps and strategy guides and things like that. Those are very, very boring. Let's put it that way. It's not fun doing the strategy guide part, but when it's finished, I really think that's the most important part. So I do it. I mean, I love having the strategy guides for each game and knowing that, well, almost every game, and knowing that I can go in and look up the strategies if I need them when I'm playing a game. So, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. Alright, so this is a short video. Just want to let you guys know that the Super Nintendo music was out there. I've been saying I was doing it for a while, and I finally finished. It is available. It is once again in the Super Nintendo folder under RocketLauncher Experience. So you just look there and you'll find it. Part 2. It is 15 zip files. One last thing I also realized I didn't know, but since December I use Comcast. So Comcast has apparently put a limit on my data for every month, and I get 1 terabyte of data, which might sound like a lot to you guys, but to somebody who is doing what I'm doing now, even if I finish a system, it probably wouldn't be a good idea for me to work on another system, as far as music and videos and stuff goes, to work on another system until the following month, because we stream movies and TV shows and stuff, and music and all kinds of stuff, and plus my normal web browsing throughout the month, and plus downloading updates for games that I play, just you name it, we do it. Plus there's my personal stuff that I like to download, and you know, I got really close in January. Apparently I used up 830 gigabytes, and I didn't even realize it because I wasn't doing much of anything. And then this past month I actually went over my data cap, and you get 2 months of forgiveness, I guess they call it, forgiveness, for using up their data, which is unlimited anyways, whatever. So I used up one of my forgiveness months, and I was just like, you know what, I'm already past the data cap. They're not going to charge me anything extra this month, so screw it. And I just went like 800 gigs over my data cap just to get some stuff done. But anyways, I ramble on here. I waffle on. Um, so if I finish the system soundtracks, most likely it's not going to be what I did with NES and Nintendo 64 because that's the month that I went over. I'll just do one system a month and then do some artwork and stuff because artwork is small files to upload. Because not only am I downloading the music, but I have to re-upload it when I'm done, so it uses a bit of data to do. All right. Anyways, so it's there. You guys are welcome to it, and there will be much more in the future. So, thanks, guys.